Hi everybody, this is Jason Brado. I'm doing my week 3 elevator speech on biblical leader on Daniel. Daniel is my favorite Old Testament book of the Bible, and I believe Daniel shows great leadership qualities throughout his entire life and throughout the entire book of Daniel. A little bit about Daniel's bio. Daniel actually means God is my judge, and I think you can see that come into play throughout the book of Daniel and the way Daniel reacts and responds to different situations and kind of how he views his context in that. God is my judge, and all his decisions are kind of filtered through that lens or that context. Daniel was born an Israelite. He was born actually as a noble Jewish boy in Jerusalem, and eventually he was taken into captivity by King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon. And of course, he's usually paired up with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And we all know the story of Daniel in the lion's den and the fiery furnace with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and all that. So Daniel's book is usually titled as an apocalyptic book, where Daniel is used as an interpreter of different dreams and visions of the different kings that are in power at the time that Daniel serves under. So Daniel as a leader. I think the story that exemplifies Daniel's leadership the best is when Daniel is caught praying in his room when the king had been tricked by others into making a decree that no one would pray to any other god or any other person other than the king for a period of 30 days. And of course, Daniel refused to adhere to such a decree, regardless of personal risk or whatever. He believed that his God was the one true God and that he would pray to him no matter the personal cost or sacrifice or what was going to come his way because of it. I think there is a theme in the book of Daniel, and it's obedience by blessing, or obedience before blessing, I guess. And I think Daniel's life exemplifies this, like in his leadership roles. When Daniel was exiled to Babylon, he always adhered to what he thought God wanted him to do, what God was going to judge him by. And so it always goes back to the idea of, as God is my judge. Daniel was consistently elevated to positions of positional power by the kings that were in place, because Daniel was obedient to God and what he thought God wanted him to do. So Daniel was constantly elevated. He actually became third in line at one time in the kingdom, which just seems kind of crazy, being that he was an outsider. He was a Jewish boy in Babylon. So you can see God continually used him and put him into positional power when he really had no business being there because of his obedience to God. My favorite verse in the book of Daniel, it comes from chapter 10. It's verses 10 through 12. And it's actually like the action plays out where Daniel is praying for his people and for himself. And he prays such a powerful prayer that it elicits a response from God. They actually send an angel down from heaven in response to the prayer of Daniel. So I think Daniel was a leader. I think you could see Daniel was a 5th level leader, because Daniel wasn't really a leader because he wanted to be a leader for himself. He was a leader because he wanted to be a leader for the people and to be great, not just for himself, but for the people. And that's my week 3 speech on Daniel. Thank you.